welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Vakil. It's turned out to be a very strong day of trade this Friday, and it's also turned out to be a very good week for those traders and investors for that matter who were long in the markets, considering a 1.5% gain for the index. In terms of today, what we're seeing is gains in counters such as Indiabulls, Housing Finance, Vedanta, Grasim, also stocks like UPL, BPCL, Tata Steel all advancing in trade with gains of over 2%. Indiabulls Housing Finance, of course, moving from strength to strength, up as much as 20% in the last 4 days, up 6% today as well. And on the losing end, some weakness coming in GAIL, IndusInd Bank, Eicher Motors and Bajaj Auto from the two-wheeler space, and something like a Bharti Infratel. But if you look at the losses beyond this, we really don't have too much going for. Now, on that note, let me also address the key gainers on a weekly basis when it comes to the broader markets. So we do have Jet Airways, which has gained as much as 19% through the course of the week, followed by Indostar. Of course, we have the likes of Take Solution, Welspun Corp and Indiabulls Ventures, along with Indiabulls Housing Finance advancing through the course of the week. And on the losing end, another 20% cut for Reliance Communications, NLC India, Jubilant Life Sciences and Orient Cement as well, in terms of some of the key movers. But it is the financial year ending, and of course, we've had a lot of stocks move over the last 12 months. On that note, I'm going to get in Yatin Mota to take us through how markets have performed through the course of the last 12 months and what are the other sectors which are actually being focused in terms of losses and gainers, Yatin?
If you look at a couple of sectors that we'll be talking out for. First, let's talk about the PSU Bank Index, the Nifty Bank Index. We have seen Bank Nifty at record highs, and that is one of the star performers as far as FY19 is concerned. I'm just taking you through the 12-month performance, so that will give you a fair idea as to what really happened on a 12-month basis as far as all of these companies are concerned. Nifty Bank, 25% return in the last 12 months or so, which means that FY19 was very strong for banks. Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, RBL, all of these stocks gaining anywhere between 40 to 50%. Of course, Yes Bank and Bank of Baroda had their own problems because of that we have seen some correction. But on an overall basis, if you look at the list of the gainers, that has been fantastic, double-digit return for most of them. So the Nifty Bank performing exceptionally well for FY19. Similar is the case with FMCG index, and if you look at the last 12 months or so, we have seen almost 16% return coming in there. United Breweries, Hindustan Lever and Dabur, these are the top gainers as far as FMCG index is concerned. Of course, Tata Global Beverages and United Spirits for the performance that they have done on the financial front have been the losers here. What is another index to watch out for is the Nifty IT index, because that has also gained quite a lot of traction in the last 12 months or so. And if you look at the last 12-month performance of the Nifty IT index, we have seen a 25% return. And look at the gainers, TCS, Infosys. These were, one of those stocks which started on a weak note at the start of the year, but they have performed very well in terms of, price performance. TCS, Infosys gaining 40% and 30% respectively. In the mid-cap space, we have NIT Technologies and Mindtree, the two stocks which have done exceptionally well for themselves. So the Nifty IT index is again, one sector to watch out for as far as FY19 is concerned. In the losers list, of course, metal index, auto index, are the ones which have seen some pain. If you look at the last, 12-month performance for all of these names, only one stock in the BSE Metal Index which is in the green, that is JSW Steel. That is also because of today's move that the stock has had. The Metal Index was down 15% on the last 12-month basis. Also the auto index, and auto has been out of flavor, has seen some margin pressure, sales pressure. And if you look at the auto stocks, a 22% decline is what we have seen for the BSE Auto Index in the last 12 months or FY19. Tata Motors being the culprit, 50% down for that one. Ashok Leyland, Motherson Sumi, Hero Moto, Eicher. So the two-wheeler players really have seen some decline. Similar is the case with Maruti and TVS Motors. All of these stocks are down over 20% for the period of FY19. And finally, we have the Nifty Media Index, and this is one of the worst performing index, when it comes to the last 12 months period. 24% down for that one. Z Media, TV18, Dish TV, Z TV of course has recovered, but Z is still down 22% in the last 12-month basis. So apart from these two multiplex players, the entire NSE Media Index is down. on an average by 24%. So clearly, these are the few movers and shakers sectorally, for FY19, which have seen some significant price and volume action.
Right, of course. So it's essentially banks and FMCG which have gained, and media and auto index which have been under pressure.
Absolutely.
But Yatin, thank you for getting us those updates and how markets have panned out for financial year of 2018 and 19. Of course, as we move into the next financial year, one of the most important aspects that will determine the course of the action will be the general elections. In the very near term, we're also keeping an eye on the RBI policy and what they do with interest rates going forward. We're also going to keep an eye on how monsoons pan out and the kind of implications that they have when it comes to the various other macroeconomic factors and what it means for consumption as well as the economy as a whole. On that note, it's a wrap on the Market Wrap. Lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg Quint and we'll keep bringing you more.